Hey guys, welcome back to the Hide. We are back out on the review bench today, this time for an accessory review. In front of you, you do see my well-loved Gen 3 Glock 23. Now, if you know anything about Glocks, this shoots the .40 caliber Smith & Wesson. And I've always been interested in conversion barrels, so you have the ability of swapping out calibers. So I've never really done this in the past. I've never taken the time to do it, but I got this at a ridiculously low price. And if you know anything about these Gen 3, Gen 4, sometimes more or less the Gen 3s, on the secondary market right now, used like Leo trade-ins and stuff like that, you can get these pistols ridiculously cheap. I've seen them anywhere from $325, $350-ish. I mean, very, very cost-effective for the reliability that you get with owning a Glock and the overall package itself. And I've even seen them coming with a couple of magazines. This one actually came with Trigagon night sights already installed, and they are super bright. So, I mean, the value is just astronomically high with one of these. But kind of the downside is the cost of .40 ammo. It is a little bit higher. Sometimes it can be tough to find depending on where you live, but in my experience, I've been able to find .40 caliber every gun shop, even during COVID, that still had it in stock. They were sold out of dang near about everything else, but they had plenty of .40 ammo. So that's why I've always kept a .40 caliber pistol on hand, just for that reason. But for kind of like training purposes, now that ammo's kind of went down, a 9mm conversion barrel really makes sense. So if you own a 23, you could get a 357 SIG barrel, I believe, as well as the 9 to fit this, so you can turn it into a couple of different calibers. And then let's say, for instance, you own a Glock 22, you could turn it basically into a Glock 17, where you're basically turning this into a Glock 19 with a 9mm barrel. So that I mean, it's just awesome. It's a really good thought. But I went to Rifle Supply, and I don't normally give companies big plugs here on the channel unless they've, of course, supplied something for the channel. But these guys here, this barrel was actually purchased with channel funds. But if you guys are in the need for anything, you know, rifle related accessories, parts, stuff like that, hit up Jesse over at Rifle Supply. That guy went above and beyond to try to help me out with my order. Called me 2 different times to make sure that I got what I wanted. So I feel like, you know, people in the industry, you know, customer relations, manufacturers, part sellers, and things like that, if they're willing to go above and beyond, I have no problem giving them a plug here on the channel. Now, YouTube being YouTube, I can't put the link in the description. However, it will be over on the Facebook page. But Rifle Supply, give them a look. But I wanted to go through and see what this was all about. The big thing is will it cycle with the barrel? Now, this is a Bear Creek barrel. They're less than 60 bucks. They're very, very reasonably priced. But this is for Glock 23, Gen 1 through 4, non-threaded, and black nitrite coated. Now, they do have a threaded version as well, which I'm going to try and get my hands on, but this is part number 7074. So like I said, we did purchase this with channel funds. But here is the barrel itself, and it's marked 9x19-23, so you know it's your conversion barrel. And it does have a little bit of packing oil on it. I'm going to put a light coat of CLP on it when we install it, but let's check clear on our 23 here, and it looks good. Go ahead and pop this out. And from my understanding, the only thing you need to do is install the barrel. So that makes it very, very nice. So just a little dab of CLP there on the barrel. Since it is a new part, slide it there into the slide. Put our recoil spring assembly back in the gun. Put our slide back on the frame. All right, so let me move the camera, and we're going to put a few magazines through this and just see how it functions, guys. All right, guys, well, we got a couple of magazines loaded up, just some standard 115 grain ball ammo. So the thought of the conversion barrel seems really nice. I think it's a great idea. However, does it function? So it's not going to be worth a dang unless it actually works in the handgun. So let's take a few magazines here and just kind of see how it does. so far so good. That is really cool. Let's try one more here, see how it does. Oh, last round was a dud, but overall, guys, I think that is really cool. It ate absolutely every one of those up. Definitely stay tuned. I'm going to get some more rounds through this, kind of do a little bit more of a long-term review and see if I can also get my hands on the threaded barrel version as well. I think it'd be really cool putting some 147 grain subs through this suppressed. But stick around. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think this might be something you all would take a look at? If you do, let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe, guys. It really does help the channel. As always, shoot straight. Later.